So guys, welcome to our next video. My name is Vivek. I'm 22 years old, AI agency owner, and on this channel I'm trying to teach my audience how they can build their own AI agents. So let's start with today's video. What we will do, we will start with a quick presentation about the topic that I have ready for today. After it, I'm going to show you exactly how you can use this thing that we will talk about in your usage with your AI agents or whatever. And at the end, I have a surprise for you. So wait for it and let's start. It will be the game changer today. Trust me. So guys, we are back and we will start with quick presentation. So finally, what is today's video about? It is about the DeepSeek V3. It is the new open source model that launched last week. And it is absolutely mind-blowing thing, guys. Why? Because it is finally here. It is the first open source model on the market that is able to beat big closed source models that we know, like OpenAI 4.0 or Claude 3.5 Sonnet, that all of you know. This model is able to beat them in plenty of benchmarks, and I will show you in which of them exactly. Okay, why is this model that strong? Because of the architecture of the model. Okay, this model is using MOE. It is a mixture of experts train multiple models. This model is able to just activate gates in the best way that they can to just we can say boosting the efficiency of the model on the output that you will have. Okay, but it is like that I wrote here. Okay, a gate activates the best one for each input, boosting efficiency. That means that this model is able let's say that you put the input inside the model, like it is your question, and model is able to just recognize what are the best gates to activate to make a response to your question, and it make this model more efficiency. We can say less we can say less we can say it spent less power, it used less power for make your answer ready, and also it used less power for training process and everything. Okay, so this model is super efficient and is super, we can say also super cheap, is 5, 6 or 10 times cheaper than all the models that you know on the market. And also this model is that efficient that the answers that you have is have super quality. Okay, so let's go on the next slide. That's the benchmarks. Okay, so here you can see the benchmarks. As you can see, this model is in plenty of these benchmarks just beat other models all in one of them. Just there you can see that Claude 3.5 Sonnet beat in MMLU protest the DeepSeek model for like 3 points or 2.1 point, but it's not that much. Okay, guys, and this is the open source model. That's super important to say. There's not a model that like you put $60 billion like OpenAI in and just waiting what will be the output of that. Okay, there's the cheap model that builds the company in China, and it's absolutely mind-blowing that the quality of this model is absolutely mind-blowing. There you can see another benchmark. So like, look guys, as you can see in English, in plenty of, we could say MMLU Pro is like U Pro is like a different benchmark that you have in English language, but you can say here, okay, the DeepSeek just beat GPT 4.0. Claude 3.5 Sonnet was better, but for 2.1 points, and that's not that much. In other benchmarks in the English language, DeepSeek was plenty of times better. Okay, in coding also, in some of them was better. In math, it was better in all of the benchmarks that you can see here. And in Chinese, we don't need to talk about because it's the Chinese model. Okay, but as you can see, this model is super strong for the usage. Okay, so who is the creator of this model? So as I said, creator of this model is a Chinese company, DeepSeek, delivering every time open source model. You maybe know the version it was v2.0 or v2 or v2.5 as well, and this is the new model v3. But the quality of this model is absolutely, it's way better than the last models that we know from this company, and that's something what we need to be careful. Okay, because there are two things that you need to be careful. One is that China sent a very strong message to US that, hey guys, we are also ready to bring super strong LLM model on the market, and that's something what we can say can shift the market on the different side. Okay, now it's about about a few of horses from the US, but what about the Chinese market? What about the LLM models from the Chinese? Okay, it could be also pretty important for us for the future as a developers or as a users or as a clever users as you are, guys, all of you that watching this channel, that okay, something happened and something maybe will change, okay? But what you need to be careful, it is the Chinese company, okay? All of the Chinese company is the head of Chinese companies is the government, okay? Every time it is the government. And one thing there is super sad, okay? It is the open source model, but only one platform where you can just run this model is the platform from DeepSeek. And that means that all of the information that going through this model can be okay. They will tell you exactly in the same way at the US companies that they, oh, we want to train our model on your data. Yeah, but if you are in China, I don't think it's pretty like trustful for you. Okay, that guys in China won't train their model on the data that they have. Okay, because like this model is super cheap. It's super interesting for plenty of entrepreneurs. It's like 10 times, 5, 6 times cheaper than other models, and it could be super interesting for entrepreneurs and for the companies to run their models or their usage or their agents on this model. But it could be pretty dangerous for their data. Why we are talking about that and why it's important for you? As I mentioned, this model is super cheap. It's cheaper, 10 times cheaper, more than 10 times cheaper than OpenAI, and more than 6 times cheaper, or around 6 times cheaper than Claude 3.5 Sonnet for usage, okay? For input and output in the combination, when we compare it, in average, it is 5 or 6 times cheaper, okay? So it's perfect for building AI agents to, if you want to find a cheap solution, okay, for you. In some benchmark model, this model is better than OpenAI's model and Anthropic's, and that's why it's maybe better for you also for your usage, because it's cheaper and in some ways it's better, okay? And that's something what brings you, you can be the stronger. With this model, you can be the stronger, okay? But now, let's show you how exactly you can use this model, okay? So guys, now I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do if you want to connect this LLM model to your solution. So go to the Google, write DeepSeek platform, and firstly you will need to log in, okay? Here, guys, have in mind that this is Chinese platform, okay? So from my point of view, don't just use your primary email account, just use some demo or test account that you have, okay? So if I will click on Google login, I will just go in, I will use my test account, yes, and I'm in. Okay, what you will need to do as the first thing. So the first thing that you will need to do is to add your credit card or PayPal or your payment method inside, and just to send some balance to your account, okay? It is super cheap. This platform is super cheap. As I mentioned, it is cheaper than all the platforms that all the models that you know. So just $2, it will be enough for us. Also, there is super, if you can see here, DeepSeek model has been upgraded to V3, and calls will be charged a discounted historical rate, okay? So that means that now there is super cheap price of tokens for inputs and outputs, okay? So use it, try it for your own, and you will see how powerful it is, okay? So I've add this the money. Normally you will do it like click on this button and you will add click on this button, click on next step, and you will be in the paywall, and you will solve everything, okay? So what's the second thing that you will need to do is go to DeepSeek API first call. Let's write it like that, okay, to your Google, and you will see, you will find this, okay? That's the API documentation from DeepSeek platform. What is interesting for us that we can use the OpenAI libraries for run this model, okay? So first thing that you need to do is just go down and just copy this Python code, okay? After it, you will go to your provider where you are normally coding. I am using the cursor. In the next video, I'm going to show you exactly what is the cursor, why I'm using it for building my engines, and why it's super useful platform for maybe for all of you who have no that much experience with coding and that stuff, okay? So if you are in cursor, I've already made a folder for this project. I will type main.py, okay? That's it, I'm in. I will open my terminal like that, And first thing that I want to do, okay, I can drop my code from the DeepSeek API documentation. Other thing that I will do is just write conda activate test. What I will do now, that I will activate my virtual environment for this project. Okay. Other thing that I will need to do is like install the OpenAI libraries. Okay. That I will do like that. Pip install OpenAI. Boom, like that. Now I've downloaded the libraries. Okay. Now I will clear my my terminal. Other thing that I will need to do is the API code from DeepSeek platform. Okay, so I will go back to DeepSeek, and here I will create a new API. Let's say test. This API, never ever show it to anyone else. Okay, it's the most powerful thing that you have. I will delete my API straight after I will record this video. Okay, so now sorry. What I've done, that I will now delete this API key that I put to the terminal, sorry, and I will put it here, okay, between the quotation mark. Nothing else. That quotation mark will be inside. Okay, now I make sure that everything is ready. Test environment, everything, boom. Okay, I can run it. Okay, guys, and here you can see it. Okay, so we run our model. I've connected and we run that. What I can do now is just, let's say that we will change the way what we want from the output. Okay, so let's say to the DeepSeek that we want something else, that we want to translate something to the Chinese. Okay, so we can say, okay, you can see here I have it already ready, so I will do it like that. Yeah, I will just, please help me. That's because I've tried before also for myself. So there you can see, translate me the following text from the English to the Chinese. How are you? My name is Lucas and I like dogs. I am living in Prague and I hate sushi. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, like that. Now let's run it again, and here you will see that's it. That's your translation to the Chinese language. Okay, we can type another thing. Let's type, please give me what we can do. So give me a list of top 5 most dangerous places in China. Again, enter. Sorry, my fault. Run the code again. We just need to wait. Wait a sec. Okay, here you can see it. If I will write it in the Czech, it will write in the Czech, write it in English, write it in English, write it in German, write it in German. It will write in any single language that you need, okay? So, here you can see Maldives, okay? Taklamakan, okay? Free, gorgeous, De Maria, okay? Chinchabrigio. Oh, nice. Okay, and that's it, guys. That's all that I have for you now. In today's video. In the next video, I'm going to show you the cursor, as I've mentioned. Please, if you like our content, hit the subscribe button or hit the like button or whatever. We will be super happy for everything. If you don't like it, please write us into the comments below, or write me into the comments below with my team why you don't like it. And if you have some idea for the video that you want to see, just let us know in the comments. We will do it for you. Okay? Thank you so much for today's video and see you in the next one. Bye.